Welcome to How to Fake That You Care, pretending to be interested and caring toward your people. I'm Kevin. Finally, a program for those of us managers who really don't like people very much. Can we just be honest for a minute? Having employees reporting to us is seriously annoying. I mean, it's like they always need something from us. They always want our attention. I'm an introvert. Why can't people just accept that and leave me alone? We have rights too, right? I'm just going to say it. I don't really feel like getting to know my people. I don't really care much about their weekend plans or how their kids are doing. I'm just here to do my job, not make friends. I wish people would do the same. Come to work, do their jobs, leave me alone to do mine, and then go home. Does that make me a bad person?
Yes, that does make you a bad person. Just kidding. It makes you an honest person. Hi, I'm Rosa. I'm here to tell you that the struggle is real. Those of us a little more on the introverted side often get accused of being unfriendly and uncaring. It's not that we're trying to be mean, it's just the way we're wired. The truth is that we just like to be alone sometimes so we can concentrate, analyze, plan, and accomplish things. Did you know that at least 50% of the population is introverted like us? This just means that we feel more drained by human interaction than others. We need alone time to recharge. The problem is that being in a leadership job makes that tough. By definition, leading people requires a lot of human interaction in order to be effective. Here's the problem. Research shows that employees like their jobs most when they feel cared for by their supervisor. When people feel cared for, appreciated, and liked, they work harder, do better, and stay longer. That's really what it's all about.
So, if being quiet, reserved, and not very warm and fuzzy is just how I am, it doesn't feel right to be something I'm not. Is it even possible to make my people feel cared for and accepted and still be myself?
That's a great question. It can feel a little phony to do things out of your natural comfort zone. But just because it feels awkward, it doesn't mean it's the wrong thing to do. I'd like to recommend 3 quick things you can do to be more effective in this area. Are you willing to give it a try? First, monitor your default facial expressions. This may seem a little odd, but your natural facial expression can unintentionally communicate things to your team. Spend some time looking in the mirror while you think deeply about something else. What do you see?
You can't be serious. You want me to try to change the way my face looks? This is ridiculous.
Believe it or not, but it's possible to be intentional about adding a slight smile to your face and slightly raising your eyebrows as you interact with your team. It may feel fake at first because it is a little bit of a manufactured expression. However, intentionally smiling has been shown to raise your own spirits and communicate warmth. Think about it. You're intentional about the messages sent by the clothes you wear or your hairstyle. Why not be intentional about the face you show? It takes practice, but it actually feels kind of nice.
All right, I'm willing to try it. I think maybe I'll wear a rubber band on my wrist to remind me to think about the expression on my face, especially when I'm with my team.
Great! Let's move on to the second tip for making your team feel cared for by you. Here it is. It's good to actually schedule time to be friendly. You're good at planning, prioritizing, and being efficient, right? Why not put those skills to work in this area?
That has to be the fakest thing I've ever heard of. You want me to literally put being friendly on my calendar? My people will see right through that and think something's up. Shouldn't I just connect with people naturally when the mood strikes?
I know it sounds crazy, but if you objectively believe that your people need to feel cared for by you, and that it's important for your team's success, then why wouldn't you make it a priority to just connect with them on a personal level? Putting little reminders on your calendar to walk around to say hello or to invite someone to lunch is easy. Adding a personal connection attempt to a to-do list is powerful. For instance, make a note to check in and connect with someone on your team after they have a big event in their personal life. It's really not that hard and doesn't need to take much time. Remember, I don't need to remind you that it's always wise to block time to do things that are most important. When it comes to leading people, taking time to connect on a personal level is one of them. Oh, by the way, here's another great tip that will help with this one. Go to the store and buy a bunch of greeting cards to keep in your desk. Get some birthday cards, congratulations cards, and even a few sympathy cards. It's also a great idea to pick up a box of blank thank you cards. This will make it super easy to quickly and efficiently express warm sentiments or a quick thank you without a special trip to the store.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but that makes sense. One thing I'm good at is planning and prioritizing. I guess if I signed up to be a manager of people, I signed up to try to meet their needs. I'm going to start doing this as part of my daily and weekly planning. It still feels like I'm being a little fake, but I can't argue with the logic.
Alright, I'm going to move on to the third recommendation for being more effective in making your team feel cared for by you. Be honest about who you are. That might sound obvious, but it's a great idea to just share with your team that you have a natural tendency to be a bit quiet or reserved by nature, that it's not personal, and that you're working on being more approachable and available on a personal level. Each of us has a personality that gives us natural strengths and limitations. It's great to be aware of them, honest about them, and open with our teams. If they know that under stress you may get quiet and tend to isolate in your office, they won't take it as personally.
It sounds like you're asking me to be vulnerable and talk about my weaknesses. I'm not sure I like the sound of that. Don't they need me to be strong and always in control?
Being vulnerable actually helps your people trust you more and to feel connected to you as a person. Vulnerability and trust are important things for effective leadership. Another great idea to promote understanding on your team is to participate in a personality assessment process. These great tools can help all team members grow their understanding of themselves, their coworkers, and even you. In short, sharing with your team about your own natural tendencies and limitations will help them accept your style, even if it's not as outgoing, extroverted, or high energy as some other managers.
Okay, this is actually kind of interesting. There are ways that I can sort of fake interest in caring without being deceptive. By doing these things, I'm actually being more intentional in prioritizing the needs of my people. Let me see if I've got all three of the main ideas. First, I should be aware of my default facial expressions and practice smiling more to communicate more warmth and caring. Second, I should actually schedule time on my calendar and put things on my to-do list to connect and show interest in the people on my team. Maybe even buying some cards in advance so I'm ready with a quick, personalized note. Third, it's okay to be honest about my limitations and tendencies and create a dialogue about how we can all work better together. I may even ask my team to hold me accountable to make more time to connect with them.
You got it, Kevin. Remember, showing your team that you care about them as people should not wait until you feel like it. It's not wrong to make a point to do this. While it might feel like you're faking it, you're not. You're being intentional to do something that doesn't come naturally to you. That's real-life leadership.
Thank you for participating in How to Fake That You Care, pretending to be interested in caring toward your people. Now go out there and start faking it.